Matthew Durley, representing Binghamton University. Firstly, the human body is capable of living a healthy life while only consuming plant material. The United States is facing an obesity epidemic. According to the CDC, as meat consumption has increased from 138 pounds per capita in 1960 to 195 pounds per capita in 2014, the obesity rate has increased from 11% in 1960 to 35% in 2014. The average American diet consists of 62% processed foods like processed meats, oils, sweets, and refined grains, 25.5% meats, dairy, eggs, and fish, 2.5% whole grains, and finally 10% of unrefined plant food like fruits, vegetables, beans, nuts, seeds. This diet promotes chronic disease and suppresses immune functions. According to a study done by the Chicago Tribune, plant-based diet eaters experience great benefits on their health. The average body mass index for a vegetarian is 23.6, which is much lower than the average of a meat eater, which is 28.8. Keep in mind that 30 is considered obese. Being a vegetarian, you are at lower risk of cardiovascular disease than any other choice of eating. Vegetarians are also at a lower risk of type 2 diabetes. Vegetarians are at a lower risk for chronic inflammation. Vegetarians are also at a 15% advantage over meat eaters in their death rate. I do concede that vegan eaters, emphasis on vegan eaters, are at risk of heart problems, bone fracture, and osteoporosis. But this shouldn't be confused as a risk for vegetarians. Vegans do not consume any animal products and are usually vitamin B12, vitamin D, and calcium deficient. These deficiencies are the cause of the risk involved with being a vegan. Vegetarians, on the other hand, do consume animal products like milk and eggs, which both contain vitamin B12 and vitamin D and calcium. Calcium and vitamin D are fairly common among animal and non-animal products like kale, soy milk, wheat, bread, and carrots, and vitamin B12 can be found in milk and eggs. Humans were originally herbivorous. Meat-eating organisms have short intestinal tracts 3 to 6 times the length of their body so that the meat passes through the system quickly in order to prevent the meat from rotting and causing illness. Humans and other herbivores have longer intestinal tracts, 10 to 11 times the length of their body, which allows the body to break down fiber and absorb nutrients from plant-based foods over time. When meat is introduced into the tract, it poses a dangerous threat for from the rotted meat that can lead to colon cancer, and also while the meat is going through the long intestinal tract, it gives bacteria present in the meat time to multiply and cause food poisoning. According to a study done by Dr. Milton Mills, humans are built like herbivores. For example, carnivores have large mouths with a small head, while humans, like any other herbivore, have a small mouth with a large head. Also, the teeth of a carnivore can be described as sharp, jagged, and spade-shaped so that they can chew through raw flesh and kill their prey easily, while humans and other herbivores can be described as flattened, blunted, and nodular to help with the breakdown of plant material. My plan to fix the epidemic of obesity that the United States is facing is to change the diet of every American and make it plant-based with organically farmed milk and eggs. This is shown through studies that I have already mentioned that it lowers one's BMI and decreases their risk for death and will overall decrease obesity in the United States and increase health. Thanks so much.